But this Rapova, she getting down in the middle.
Down in the middle. You guys can look forward to that song.
Yes.
You guys definitely will not be disappointed. So I always say, even if my cup is empty, I still pour into others. So I have a charity. It's called Kids Helping Kids because I feel like these children deserve to be loved or to feel like they're humans. It's something that I would do consistently with or without the help of others.
Good evening, Keerah.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, so we're here with the veteran Keerah.
Yes,
You will know the face from the junior Calypso monarch. Then she graduated to pick of the crop,
definitely.
hoping to get in the finals again.
Again this year.
But this Rapova, she getting down in the middle.
Down in the middle. Down in the middle.
So you know you've been working on this song with a top team.
Definitely.
Yeah, who you been working on it with?
So I have been working with Pull the Trigger. Y'all may know her as Shana. Some may know her as Shana.
They got Shana.
And Barry, top producer.
Big producer.
Yeah, for sure.
And this song here, what's the theme of this song here?
Well, for this song, I sat with Shana and we had a conversation, a very deep conversation. She wanted to get to know who Shakira is and who Keerah is. I spoke to her about my likes and my dislikes. And she said, all right, good, I understand you. I know what I can do for you. No worries. I started last year when we had the conversation, and then when Shanna sent me the song, I was like, Shanna, this is me. Like, she really listened to what I had to say and put in the work. And it wasn't surrounding around no specific theme. It was just something that was catered to who Keerah is or what she stands for on and off the stage.
Right. And down in the middle, I guess we're telling people to get some dancing going here.
If you want to put it that way, but I did a visualizer yesterday. I'm dropping the song on Friday. So when I drop my teaser, just go to all the platforms where you may listen to the music that has been streamed and give me your feedback. Yeah.
So we can listen to Down in the Middle right here now.
Definitely.
Pull the trigger. A hot and a steaming. When you put it down in the middle. Boy, you got me screaming. When you put it down in the middle. Oh gosh, I wanna wind down there. When you put it down in the middle. Oh gosh, I wanna wind down there. When you put it down in the middle. Watching you, watching me, walking up inside the party. Got me feeling like a celebrity.
Alright, so we just heard Keerah's new song. How it feels now releasing new music for 2025?
It feels like a breath of fresh air because of all the preparations that I would have done into this season and what I really want as an individual for myself for the crop over season.
It seems that the theme for this year has been preparation for you.
Preparation, consistency. This year I've been doing a lot of things different. The persons I surround myself with, the conversations I'm having, along with from down to the stylist to the seamstress to getting a team readily available, assisting me on the spot for things, doing different shoots. I know from you watching my previous Soca songs, you would just see me drop like a graphic with the
Artwork.
game, with the artwork, with the silver dollar, the fish, everything. And I really wanted to let persons know. I don't just want people to hear Keerah and be wondering who she is. I wanted them to see who I am,
Yes,
so they would get familiar, with who the voice basically behind the radio, the social media, the music on YouTube, etc.
So after 2 years of releasing music, soaking music as a career, you feel now this is the year to really get people to introduce who you really are?
I think that this is the year. Persons say if you fail to prepare to fail.
Yes.
Not saying that I would have failed previous years because nothing don't happen before it's time. But I would say that I'm in a more confident, comfortable space with the things that I'm doing, even down to vocal training. Some persons may feel like, I've been in this thing long enough. I have been in Junior Minor at Saints Third Farm.
Which is
And
wild.
I know, right?
You have more experience than most people. I don't know if you realize.
I do, but sometimes if you realize that you're doing the same things all the time and getting the same result, but you want more for yourself, why not try something different? Why not be observant? Why not have conversations for growth? Why not go to the persons that you see producing good music, coming up with good concepts, from the look to the music? So being in a space where I have prepared, I feel so comfortable and ready.
Right. And you find that all the years of experience that you've put into the competitions growing up, how has that impacted you now as an artist today?
The knowledge, the position that I'm in, the persons that I have now on my team. I'm working now with a booking agent, Chris, and she had a conversation with me what her expectations are, and I told her, tell me what needs to be said. We can work together because I have to grow in this thing. I don't know everything. I may be comfortable in something, but then when I step out my comfort zone, from listening to constructive criticism, as they will call it, and not nobody just bringing you down, you may realize this is what you really needed. So, yeah.
So Chris putting some work for you, man.
For the past couple of days of having conversations, she really has been, and she would have asked me questions about things that I didn't even know I needed to have to get me ready for what could come. It isn't, you may not be looking for an opportunity, but for the time the opportunity comes, you should be ready to go. So the questions she has been asking, the things that she is ready to do, I'm very, very excited to see what 2025 have in store for me.
And you keep mentioning teams, so this is the first year you're working with a team then?
This is not the first year I'm working with a team. My team is mainly on the Pickety Crop side. Big up to the host of Soca tank. I work with Sharon Carew White, Auntie Jan, and that is on that side. This is the first time I'm really working with a team for the Soca stage. From, as I say, the stylist, you hear stylist, getting the makeup done, the seamstress, being on site for everything that I have going on to make sure there are no hiccups, or if there are any hiccups, be here to help you, be here to fix you. Don't be nervous. It will work out fine, just fine, the way it's supposed to be. So having a strong team on both ends and my little circle, like, I am so grateful, honestly.
Yeah, so what's the difference between this year working with the team and previous years? Like, how is it easier now?
This is the first year that I'm working with the team for Soca, so it definitely has been easy so far because there are things that I wouldn't have to do on my own at all. I would focus on me, the things that I need to do personally to get to the comfort that I want on stage, including exercising, making sure that I'm breathing correctly, articulating correctly, staying in key. The look, having conversations outside of that now with the stylist to make sure this is the name of the song, this is how the song is. You will dress a certain way for a certain song to deliver the message that you want, or for persons to interpret it the way you want to have it interpreted. Then on the Pickety Crop stage, before we even hit the stage, there's a forum where you have to bring what you're bringing to the table there, perform it, sing it, get the feedback, so you will know, oh shoot, I didn't realize this error until you mention it. I can change these lyrics or this line now, because that could be the line that hindered me in the Pickety Crop finals. Who knows? So a team is very important, and from last year into this year, the Pickety Crop team has shown me your experience a different level. Your expectations no longer are here. We expect this level now from you, from your experience. Not just that, but molding the young juniors now coming up. It's harder doing things on your own. You have a team to work with, so it lifts the burden, honestly, removes some of the anxiety, because to perform on stage, you will always be nervous. And then the Soca side, so far I have seen a big difference. having a team from this year and not having it last year.
Fantastic. Well, how did you get into the junior Calypso Monarch
That question is so easy.
at such a young age too?
We had Grand Kadooment days, Kiddies Kadooment days. I would go and watch Kiddies Kadooment, where the Junior Monarch show would have been right after that, where we would witness persons like Tiffany G. Before it would have been Coco, but no, he's Grateful Cole.
Mm-hmm.
And Kaya, that year she won, and she sang a song called Condomize. Condomize, not bareback. And I said, this song good, yeah. I went home. I sang this song. I just singing this song. My dad said, wait, you could sing? I didn't know you could sing. And I was like, well, I didn't know you could sing either. It sounded good to him. He said, you would want to enter Junior Monarch? I was like, sure. Why not? I entered Junior Monarch. First year, bam, move on from prelims. Second year, bam, move on from prelims.
Meant to be.
Third year, bam, move on from prelims. My final year, finals. Tell you what, Grateful Cool. Thanks for that. And the rest was history. Entered Pickety Crop straight from Junior Monarch my first year at the age of 19. And I went straight to semifinals. That year, the Pickety Crop semifinals was at the National Stadium. And I there with my little voice, with all of this wind. But I'm grateful for the opportunity because it taught me lessons that I need that helping me today. So that is my history. I ain't gonna tell you my age, but you know that's years.
How did you develop that appetite for the stage though? Because it had to be natural.
It is not just natural too, but being a voice for the voiceless, having a certain message on stage, persons being able to relate to the things that you are saying, and from coming off a stage to hearing, like, I going through what you singing, and to hear that you singing it and knowing that it's not just me going through this here, like, you giving me the courage to continue, or I'm glad I here today still and I ain't commit suicide. I remember a year I sang a song about domestic abuse, and I actually was an ambassador for the Safe Foundation with Saruel. So being able to impact lives and being able to allow persons to know they're still normal, they are seen, they're heard, and just don't give up. Just keep fighting to get out to that dark space. Means a lot to me. For 2023, I was a Pickety Crop finalist. Yay!
Yeah.
And I sang a song called Come For Me.
Mm-hmm.
Short story, sweet and to the point. It was basically a young lady who lost, her grandparents, her parents, placed herself in a situation where she got close to a male who took advantage of her because of, who she was, very innocent, and she committed suicide. Well, the story doesn't end. Some persons know she wanted to commit suicide to see her granny, to see her parents, to have that conversation because she feeling unheard. And when I sang it the first time at Tank, there were persons who it really cut deep and they kind of had an issue with it. And I took accountability for that, and it has been a learning experience that when you're saying anything so touch us that can, hurt persons because the story may be
personal to them.
Yeah. To always have a disclaimer at the beginning. So going forward after that night, that's why it's important to have a team who can stay around here, things people are saying,
right,
so that you can have that positive and negative feedback to change things basically to help you moving forward. And I had the disclaimer, anybody that know they're going through XYZ can either leave now before the song begins or stay, but they know what to expect. I had no issues after that, and sang the same song on the Pickety Crop stage, came up to a higher position, way higher position I even went in the finals with, at contestant number 1. And that really built my confidence for any other thing that I had coming my way.
Mm-hmm.
So I am grateful to my team. Guys, I thank you so much for your patience and great things coming in 2025.
Fantastic. You also mentioned that you actually started a charity too.
Yes, so I have a charity. It's called Kids Helping Kids. You guys can follow it on Instagram. I help children homes in Barbados along with the physically challenged. And from my experience from socializing, being in certain circles, I realized that some of these children don't have much, but behave like they have so much to be grateful for. And I mean,
Right.
life alone is a lot to be grateful for. But seeing persons being fed through tubes from homes, can't walk, can't see, and embrace these small things such as a shirt, a pen, a drink, food.
Grateful for anything.
Yeah, it brought me closer to them because, like, you being around your friends, family, some persons are very, like, blessed but still are very ungrateful, and it
Take a
don't
lot for
encourage you to
granted.
do. Yeah, so I always say, even if my cup is empty, I still pour into others.
Mm-hmm.
And from having feeling that love and seeing the smile on these children's faces, like, that really touched me, and it's something that I would do consistently with or without the help of others, because I feel like these children deserve to be loved or to feel like they're humans. From playing dominoes, the guys love to sit stuff. You tell me how a blind man could six how a blind man could sit you in dominoes? Like, how?
Mm-hmm.
Wanting to do paintings, knowing what they're painting. Some of them can't see but know what they're painting.
Incredible.
Have They're normal persons just like you and I. Taking barrels to the home, and the home always say, thank you. Even if the head is not there and she realizes things came in from my charity, I always receive a message. Thank you. I had an event for Easter 2 years ago called Funista. I had a zone where I separated the kids. They had the physically challenged zone, and then the zone where the normal kids would do the jumping tank, laser tag, and other things. They like dancing, they love music. Big ups to the soca artists that came through. We had Shot GFG, we had Kupadan, we had Mole and Bruce Lee, we had Just Lee. The kids came on stage, had their goodie bags, and were able to mingle with the artists that they love to see, who they never get opportunities to see in person.
It's amazing,
So,
Keerah.
yeah. So, thank you guys also. All of those things are very heartwarming to me.
You really should be commended for the work you put in for the kids, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
So the Calypso has been in your heart. It's been on the stage. I know you're in the soca arena now for the last couple of years.
Definitely.
How has the transition been?
The transition hasn't been easy.
Mm-hmm.
There are two different types of stages.
Very different stages.
Two totally different crowds. Pickety crowd, you will hear the down to brass that audience.
Mm-hmm.
Soca, you will see different demographics, different age groups of persons looking for different things. Sometimes you may find a bashment crowd
Mm-hmm.
who may not really like the sweet soca or the party, you know. And it has taught me to adjust, like, know how to perform a certain way in a certain space, um, using the opportunities, because for me, soca has a lot of opportunities that Pickety Crowd don't have. And I feel as though, like, it allows me to be who I really am, to embrace and, enjoy my culture. Great music that the artists are putting out there. I am happy to be a part of the soca stage.
Mm-hmm.
That you can really free up and be yourself.
So
Pickety
it's
crop
like,
though, if it is that you sticking to a theme or a story, you can't go to character. You have to stick to that character. But for soca, you could be free. It's a happy space.
so it's like the building blocks
Definitely.
for a potential career.
Yes.
Okay. So you would encourage any young artist to enter in the junior Calypso Monarch?
Yes, I would definitely. If you love it and you think that, this is a space where I can grow my confidence, be able to perform, give it a try. Put yourself in spaces with groups that can help you better yourself or develop in that area. Theater arts, vocal training. Big ups to Kelly Cadogan. East Point Productions.
Big up Kelly.
Big up Kelly, yeah. Yeah, don't knock it because I didn't know and I tried it and look where I am today.
Incredible. Keerah, the story has been amazing.
Thank you.
We're going to continue to watch your story grow and evolve as the season goes. And we're excited to see everybody get down in the middle.
You guys can look forward to that song.
Yes.
You guys definitely will not be disappointed. Keerah is serving vocals and looks.
All right.
Thanks to Shanna, thanks to Barry, thanks to Chris, thanks to Melanie, everybody that has played a big role, Tyreek, in my growth and development. The criticism, whether good or bad, that has molded me into the person that I really want to become, and I still have a lot to learn and a lot to do. So I look forward to see what here and onward what will be in store for me. Thanks for having me today as well, Paul.
Fantastic. So we can see a lot more Keerah this season
Definitely.
than ever before.
Like ever before.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.